This string of thousands of islands make up the country of Indonesia. In 6 days, we're going to explore 3 of them.
I don't want to go. You can't make me go back in there. No, I refuse to go.
We'll visit Bali, home to great snakes.
This is a huge, huge king cobra, absolutely magnificent.
And Rincha, a place filled with giant bats.
Some of these individuals have nearly a 6-foot wingspan.
And finally, we'll end up in the land of the dragon, Komodo.
Look at him, he's booking by. He smells something. A toad. We're in the northwest part of Bali in the Siam forest. Lots of great wildlife to see here, but the serpent that I've come to find is a king cobra. Whoop. We're actually using this river as our primary path to find the king cobra. You see, it's this time of the day, before evening comes, late afternoon, that these king cobras move up and down this river in search of food. What are they looking to eat? Snakes, even venomous snakes. Let's just keep our eyes out. This is a story. He's a magnet when it comes to finding snakes. He knows where they all are, so. Okay, ready? Snakes? All right. There it is. I love cobras. My most favorite is the king cobra. We've tried!
Hey. Oh, sorry.
We've trekked all the ways up this slab of stone, and there, hanging right in front of me, is a king cobra. And Story, thank you for just filling my pants. Yeah. I'm trying to assess the situation. Very venomous animal. I really want to catch this creature to show it to you, but I'm a little nervous. Are you nervous? He's not nervous. Look at this guy. He's now in his defensive posture. You see, he's got that beautiful hood extended. He's looking right at me eye to eye. This is a huge, huge king cobra, absolutely magnificent. They call this creature the king of the serpents because not only is he brave, not only will he stand his ground, he won't flee like many other snakes, but his diet consists of snake. He is a snake eater. And he'll eat other cobras, he'll eat kraits, he'll eat water snakes, all sorts of animals that are serpents become part of this creature's diet because he is at the top of the food chain. They are the longest venomous snakes in the world. There are records of them pushing near to 20 feet in length, and this individual is probably somewhere between 2 to 3 meters. That's almost a 9-foot snake. His head is this big. And as you can see, his hood is spread, giving him even more of a regal appearance. Wow, absolutely gorgeous. Now, a story tells me that you're supposed to just stand there, let him rise up to you, and then sweep and grab him by the back of the head. I don't know if I got enough gumption to do that. I tell you what, a story, can you show me how you freehand capture a king cobra? Okay, you show me. Astoria, do you have insurance? That's how you do it, huh? Holy cow. Wow. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful? A regal, handsome snake. Look at that face. I just want to secure him like this. Not too loose, not too tight. You can see he's been shedding his skin. He is pushing 9 feet in length. He is a good-sized snake. Very powerful snake, a snake that certainly will defend itself, and it does so with extremely, extremely toxic venom. King cobras. Awesome, awesome serpent. Look at that. King cobras are a very different breed. They hold their ground, they're tough, they can be cantankerous. Then I find out that the best way to capture this snake is by hand. And I just wasn't prepared to do that. And that really bothered me that I came all this way, journeyed up this river, totally soaking wet from river water, from falling rain. And when push came to shove, I didn't have it in me to just reach down and grab this snake. I didn't have the confidence to do it because, you know, I've never done that before. And that's the first time I've ever experienced that with the snake. So I need a moment.
We're headed towards the Island of Dragons.
We are definitely in Komodo country.
But on the way, we'll find some crabs.
My name is Marcel. I am in charge of all these guys.
And other lizards, both great and small.
Guys, it's not working. Sorry, it's not. I said it's not working. So why don't we try that again? And all right, punch up. You're out of here, and you're out of here too.
Our journey to the island of Komodo will be aboard the Perintis.
A mighty schooner. She stretches about 120 feet length from the tip of her beak all the way to the aft end. This boat is 100% wood, a mighty craft, and they certainly don't make them like this anymore. Here's a crew, a very talented crew. We've got Anas. How you doing, Anas? There's Subahan. He's a master, and there's Rudy right here. Okay, take a look. I think they recognize you. Remember that football movie from Notre Dame? You know, Rudy, 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 Rudy. He's on vacation.
Bali is a lush tropical island, home to a small human population and a variety of wildlife. Down in this mangrove swamp, I'm looking for a well-known creature that will give us a taste of what's to come.
Look at this. Look at this. Well, hello there. It feels like beads. This lizard is affectionately known by locals as Mr. Big Belly because he's got a very big belly. Many people from around this part of the world have come to see this animal because he's a wonderful representative of a great species of lizard, the animal called the water monitor. And you can find them hanging out in mangrove swamps like this. This is an exciting ecosystem to explore. All sorts of creatures live here, but we've come to this mangrove swamp out of Bali because I wanted you to have a little taste of what's in store, what we're looking for. This lizard is a close relative of the Komodo dragon. Both lizards belong to the same family, the varanid or monitor family. Where you going? Now, this guy instinctively wants to head to the water because that's where he's most comfortable. On land, he's like a giant slug, especially when they get this big. But in the water, he moves like a fish, submarine-like, serpent-like, slicing through the water.
Oh, Big Belly, come here. He's like, I don't want to go. You can't make me go back in there. No, I refuse to go. I will not go.
This species, the water monitor, which you can find throughout Southeast Asia, is perhaps the second largest lizard in the world. They can get up to 6 feet in length. This guy's pushing that easily. And this individual weighs almost 100 pounds, so he is really a colossal beast. Will you people ever learn? Look at this mess. Beautiful ecosystem just covered under flecks of trash. Well, I'm gonna clean it up. Everybody run in your holes! Run! Run! He's a giant! Ta-da! These little flickering specks aren't gone for long. If we just sit around for a bit, they will reappear.
Listen, you parasites. Get away from my lawn. I said I want to talk to you. You leave your crap in my driveway. You're stupid, your fat wife. She come and borrows too much sugar. Yeah, I am the big one right there. My name is Marcel. I am in charge of all these guys. I will tell you everything you need to know, yeah?
This is a fiddler crab, a wonderful illustration of these crabs. As you can see, he's got this huge, colossal claw. And this is his saber when he battles with the other males for access to the tunnels they live in, for good food and mates. Oh, stronger than I thought. I was gonna say, this is a useless claw, but there's some strength there. So what they'll do when they're battling, a competing crab will come in and literally scissor the claws together like that, and they will hold on to each other. Sometimes they'll push it to the point where one they're more apt to fall off. And then they'll grow, regenerate their sword, their weapon. And it's also used as ornamentation, as a showpiece. It's this creature's trophy, if you will, and they come in all different colors. Fiddler crabs. Just these wonderful little guys.
All right, I am the winner now. I will eat the mud. The mud is all mine to eat. It is delicious. It's so good.
Do you like my sarong? I'm more of an autumn, so I think green brings out my eyes. This is it after Labor Day? I can get away with it. We are at the Uluwatu Temple. That means Stonehead. A lot of interesting artifacts to see, but what makes it great is there are primates here. Gorgeous surf. It's pounding against this ancient temple, which is a place of worship for the Balinese people, but it's also home to long-tailed macaques. These macaques have one thing on their mind, and that is mischief. And they actually, well, in a weird sort of way, are predators here. And they're preying on tourists. As people come to explore this temple and walk about, if you have your sunglasses on, before you know it, the macaque will have your sunglasses. Pens, toys, any trinkets, hats, they're gone. As you can see right there, that macaque is quite enjoying someone's visor. Well, I think she's okay. My God. Someone help. I don't know about you, but after you've had a hard day's work, I like to relax with a bit of entertainment. And for me, my favorite entertainment is theater, and I will be part of the theater entertainment tonight. I'll be actually acting. That's why I'm dressed in this, in an ancient dance, which the Balinese have been doing for generations. It's a dance which celebrates the story, the Hindu story of the King Rama, who loses his wife Sita. She's kidnapped. He then relies on the Monkey King to save her.
Sita was taken by the evil Ravana. Rama Hanuman finds Sita, but Ravana sets his tail on fire before he can rescue her. Hanuman and his monkey army are able to form a giant ladder straight up to the sky, so Rama can defeat Ravana and take Sita back to safety.
A life in the theater just runs in my blood.
Coming up, some fine dining and a little sea turtle rescue.
Heinz, how many turtles have you saved from the slaughterhouse?
So far, about 800.
And later, the dragon.
Excuse me, Rudy. What did I tell you about drinking on the job? That's it. It's your third warning. Get out of here. I told you, no drinking on the job. Sorry you had to see that. I'm only joking, it's honey. So anyways, this is the mess hall. This is the work area. A lot of stuff happens here. Do a lot of research here, plan our expedition. Now it's on Komodo Island where we're gonna find the dragon. And he'll be like living on this island, and I'm gonna just sort of walk up. I'm gonna walk up on the island, and he's gonna go like. Excuse me. I think we have arrived to what is considered one of the best restaurants in Bali. It's called Bumbu Bali. Hello? Hopefully the guy's home. You're gonna like no character.
Hey,
hi, Heinz.
How are you? Welcome to
This is Heinz, Master Chef Extraordinaire, and this is where he does all his work in his restaurant, and we're gonna do a little cooking, right?
Say so. You ready?
I'm ready. So you've got
ready for
something
it?
special, local, and authentic to prepare?
Very good. We have only the
Okay.
best for you.
Gatto, gatto.
It's a simple vegetable salad with a peanut dressing. Just mix it.
Well, that's looking concentrated right there.
You can add all the spinach we have here.
So it's almost like a dressing in a way. This is delicious. It's creamy. It's spicy. It's got the peanuts. The flavors just marry together to make a wonderful traditional dish of Bali. But we're not only here in this restaurant to experience the food of Bali, because Heinz is also involved with a very important conservation project, a project which is connected to creatures that I personally care very much about. So, we go check that out?
Let's have a look.
You're gonna like this. Let's put this right here.
Sea turtles are an endangered species, and Heinz, who once bought these turtles at the market for his table, is now one of the leaders in the effort to protect and conserve these increasingly rare creatures.
So these turtles, a few weeks ago, were in the open ocean, swimming, being pelagic, surviving as proper green sea turtles do. And then they had the misfortune to fall in the pathway of a fisherman. They either dived down and got him or got him in a net, and they pull him up. And then what they do is they pull their flippers back, and they actually rupture the flipper and tie it back with nylon. And that must feel so good for these animals to be liberated like this. It must just be wonderful. Heinz, how many turtles have you saved from the slaughterhouse?
So far, about 800.
800 turtles have had another chance.
So what we do now is
Tip them upside down?
turn them upside down. Can you
Okay.
hold them like this, please?
I can.
Then what I do is we give them a nice sip. You see now how they relax.
Yeah.
The moment they get water, the head normally falls back. You see how it's thinking?
Yeah. So we're just trying to rehydrate this turtle. Keep in mind, he's a marine animal, so you're not giving him fresh water, you're giving him salt water. His system is designed to handle the salt water, so that's what he gets.
Okay.
Okay, and then what do we do?
What we do now is we'll bring them over here
Okay. This is sort of where they recuperate.
for a little while.
Yeah. So literally right next to where we were cooking our food are a bunch of sea turtles. Just sort of, look at that. He must feel so happy to be in that water.
See how he's dehydrated, how he's...
Yeah,
Very often they have difficulty staying down. He's actually not bad.
yeah. They have problems with buoyancy. They're so dehydrated.
You know what, Chef? We're gonna have too many here now.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to release a few in a minute.
So you've got some here that are ready to go?
Yeah.
Well, that's the next step. We get to see how they come into this place after
a number of days. They're hydrated, they've got their energy back, they've got a taste for the wilds, and that's where they go. We take them to where?
We bring him down to the beach.
Down to the beach.
Come on, Ansem.
But we're gonna have to walk him all the way over there.
Okay. Auf Wiedersehen! Auf Wiedersehen!
Oh, he wants to go. Look
Here you go.
Yo!
Looks like yours is winning.
It's time to weigh anchor and say goodbye to Bali. But there are more creatures that lie ahead.
Let me see, 6 degrees there, so 1, 2, 3.
Hey, this is the chat room. This is where all the magic happens. This is where the Perintis stays on course to our destination. And here is our destination, the Komodo Island, and we're heading in. Wait a minute. Oh my, Robert, I think we got a problem here. I think when you made your set your original course, I think you are heading us in the wrong direction here. And I don't mean to put, what, Rudy? I'm trying to work here. Thanks.
Our course will take us across an invisible line, a line that serves as a clear border between the lush island of Bali and its animals of the rainforest and the islands that lie to the east with their more arid climate.
The Wallace Line is a very important biological theory that was established in this part of the world by a very important biologist, the premier of biogeography, Alfred Wallace. And what he determined was that there was an invisible line that passed through the Pacific Ocean. And what it does is it divides two unique groups of animals that follow two very different pathways of evolution. Welcome to the island of Renshaw. This is a great place for exploration if you're a naturalist because, as with many of the other islands that dot this ocean, creatures have been isolated here. And through that process of isolation and many millions of years of time, you get some great manifestations of evolution. Sounds complicated, but wait till you see it.
And what's very important about this theory, the Wallace Line, is that it divides two distinct paths of evolution.
That's a very happy water buffalo, just hanging out there, cooling off. I feel like I could join him. The temperature pushing 100 degrees, and this animal has perhaps the best spot on this island. These beasts will roam throughout this island, and they're feeding on the vegetation. They'll groom and graze on grasses, tug at leaves they can take at head level. These animals have a ruminant stomach, which is a multi-chamber digestive system, and food literally passes from one chamber to the other. That way, this animal increases its efficiency when it comes to breaking down matter that it eats to extract as much nutrients as possible, because much of the food this animal eats doesn't have a lot of nutrients, so it needs to take in as much as it can and break it down to the most efficient level possible. It's huge, weighing well over 1,000 pounds. It's powerful with that massive rack of horn. Jeffrey, you're in danger. That was him.
They fill the skies over Renshaw. No, they're not mosquitoes, they're bats. Thousands of them. Huge bats, and you're gonna love it.
So all these bugs bugs flying around. I mean, it feels like my skin is crawling with them. I can see them everywhere. There's bugs.
Hey,
I kid.
because I love
bats. Isn't this cool? I love bats, and this is one of my favorites. A gigantic bat, the world's largest species of bat, the Malayan fruit-eating bat. And he's very different than the bats that I've studied in Central and South America because this bat has excellent vision and uses his vision and his wonderful sense of smell to find his food. And in the case of this species, it's fruit. Now, you're wondering, how the heck did Jeff Corwin just walk in the woods and grab a wild bat? Well, this isn't a truly wild bat. This is a rehabilitated bat that now lives a life in captivity. But I wanted to show him to you because it's just extraordinary to see this creature with, look at this, with a wingspan of up to 5 feet plus hanging from my hands, and to think that it is a flying mammal, a bat. I love bat skin. See that? It's rubbery, it's vascular. The skin is called patagium, and the skin innervates throughout this animal's body. It's in between his legs, it's in between his arms. Let me flip him around for you. You can actually see, this is his arm, here's his elbow, and there's his radius and ulna right there. You don't have to be a bat mother to just find this creature adorable. In fact, its muzzle is very canine-like, hence the name flying fox. It's a common term for them. But keep in mind, this is an animal that shares no commonality, no relationship to canines. This creature is pure bat, despite the puppy dog complexion it sports.
Now that you've seen one of these creatures up close, try to imagine a forest filled with these giant bats.
Scattered throughout this dense thicket of mangrove are hundreds and hundreds of Malayan fruit bats. I mean, the sounds that are coming, the chirps and the shrills are just overpowering my ears right now. What happened is that we've come to this island, they're looking at us as potential danger, and many of the bats are taking up and circling over the island. And look at the wingspan of these animals. I mean, some of these individuals have nearly a 6-foot wingspan. And they just fly beautifully. These guys can go up for 40 miles in a single night to forage for food. These guys are fruit eaters. They're gonna go into the rainforest and surrounding habitat all the way to the mainland, find their food, eat it. Mangoes, all sorts of tropical fruits. They actually perform an important service when they do that. As they eat the fruit, they scatter seeds, and that promotes seed dispersal. So these bats are extremely important to rainforest habitat because they promote good plant growth and the spreading of plant species throughout the ecosystem.
There are 57 species of flying fox in Indonesia, with wingspans that range from over 3 feet to well over 5 feet. Their colors can vary from a dark brown to a midnight black.
And you can see why they're called flying foxes. They have a relatively cute canine-like face. And there he is looking right at me with those big eyes, that intelligent face. And eyes are very important to them. That's something that makes them different from other species of bats. These animals belong to the group called megachiropterans, big-bodied, big-eyed bats, while other bats might use echolocation, producing that high-frequency sound wave to find their prey, to navigate through their habitat. These animals are using vision. Sight is very important to them. And they'll hang out here during the daytime hours, and at night, okay, these animals then detach from the branches, open their wings, and take flight and head off, sometimes many miles, in search of food.
Coming up, lizards, little ones that fly,
She fans out.
and big ones with large teeth.
They are #1, and they are eating everything. Come here, you gotta see this. I almost missed these lizards. 2 lizards. They were leaning up against this tree, and I just pinned them here. You can see how you'd miss them. Look at the camouflage of this lizard. Can you believe that? And I think I know what they are. I gotta check. Yes. Why am I so excited about these reptiles? Perhaps you're in a quandary because you see a tiny lizard, not very dramatic in size, although it has some masterful camouflage, not very dramatic coloration. In this case, size doesn't matter. It's what these dragons do. These tiny dragons are flying dragons, actually gliding dragons, but they go by the name of Draco, or flying dragon. Now, what's neat is we actually get to see both the male and the female. This individual right here, the female, okay, she's larger. In fact, she's gravid. She's got some eggs inside her. This individual, other individual right here in my hand, this guy is a male. And you can tell he's a male because he has a dewlap. Let me show you the dewlap there. Look at that. See that yellow flag? See that? That yellow flag is a dewlap. And he flickers that back and forth. And he does that to either attract a mate or to let another male Draco know that he has his territory. But I'm gonna put this guy back because I can only work with one. Since the female's larger, she'll make for a more dramatic display. And he's just hanging out. Now let's look at this. Remember I said gliding lizard. She fans out. Rib-like extensions along her side open and she becomes a kite. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that amazing? Very fast lizard, has speed, okay, can dash through its habitat. But if speed doesn't work, it then jumps. It leaps from the substrate. It leaps from the ground, the bark, the branch, and then glides like a kite.
Leaving Rincha behind, we'll chart a course to the Island of Dragons.
This is it. It's the money shot you've been waiting for. Our last destination on this great voyage through Indonesia brings us to Komodo Island, where I am planning for us to find Godzilla! Growers of pearls, all sorts of things. And what's great about this is you can just get a feel of what life is like. Now, right over here, there's Anand, a friend of mine, actually one of the crew on our boat, the Parentis, has his family here. Hello, how are you today? Nice to meet you. Now, this is the original Starbucks right here. When you go to Starbucks and you get your Sumatran coffee, this is the real stuff. This is actually wild coffee, and you're just roasting it on the fire? What do you She's actually roasting the coffee right here. Smells good. I guess this is gonna be a dark roast. Now, after that, after it's been roasted, it goes in this mortar and pestle where it's pounded down, and it goes right here. I'm only joking, no. So it's pounded into this fine powder right here. And this is then passed through a filter system right here, right? This is where she, hi, how are you? And this is, she put it like this. And that way, she can get out any impurities like that. And she gets this fine powder. And this is what then is boiled in water and then drunk as coffee. So is this hot water? So, good? Yeah? 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 Did you swallow it? Okay. This is, okay, thank you. And could I get that scone? I'll have that scone. No, is that I'll get that muffin cap, okay? To go.
Welcome to the land of the dragon.
He's wearing about a size 10 shoe.
Yup, it's true. Size matters.
Shh. Listen. Hear that? Nothing. But there's more than just nothing here. This is the place where we're gonna find Komodo dragons. The problem is they can be anywhere. They can be up in the hills and forested areas. You can even find them moving on the beach. They're excellently camouflaged, so we're gonna have to do a lot of looking around. But we are definitely in Komodo country. Right here, we have a river wash, empty of water, which tells us we're in the dry season. But what it also can tell us, if we look very closely and we follow where it goes, is that it's a great pathway for animals. Many creatures, everything from water buffalo to wild pigs to deer to even Komodo dragons, will use this as a path to get from one place to the other, especially when they don't want to deal with obstacles of vegetation. So let's just move along it and see what we can see. Ooh. We have a pile of stuff right here. This has come from the body of a Komodo dragon. Now, it's not the scat. This is, well, what the creature regurgitated up. Essentially, he ate something and went right back up again. And it is, okay, we've got a leg bone, 2 leg bones. Actually, these are, stinks. These are 2 corresponding leg bones right up in this region of the body. Wait a minute, that's not a deer. We've got some scales. Whatever was eaten has large scales and has large claws. This is a Komodo dragon right here. We have some evidence of cannibalism. And now this isn't just a baby. I've read about these animals eating hatchlings, but this individual, by the size of these bones, was an adult. This is just another example which shows how powerful, how supreme these animals are when it comes to being a predator on these islands. They are #1, and they are eating everything, including themselves. We have some long-tailed macaques working through these branches. They're pretty skittish around here. I'm actually surprised by it. Normally, you can get kind of close to macaques in the mainland, but these ones keep a distance. They're skittish. They have good reasons to be, because they're on the menu for Komodo dragons. Yes. And there it is. This is why we've come to Komodo Island, to see this great creature right there. Right in front of you is the largest species of lizard on our planet. Now, this guy right here, I'm blown away by it, but keep in mind, they get bigger than this. Here's a gooey, stringy drip of Komodo dragon saliva. If you look right beneath the nostrils, you'll see these almost look like teeth. These creatures produce copious amounts of saliva. And that saliva is not only used to lubricate the food, so it slips back its throat when it's eating, but that saliva is also a tool to kill prey. These creatures are not venomous per se. They don't have fangs. They don't have venom glands. They're not manufacturing a deadly neurotoxin like a cobra. But that drool is deadly, deadly stuff. These animals, by the nature of having a dirty mouth, produce a natural, deadly, toxic soup that when these animals bite onto prey, bite onto a goat, a pig, a dog, a macaque, all they have to do is bite it and let go and let their saliva do the rest. They sit back, the prey thinks, got bit, I'm injured, but I'm gonna survive, I'm gonna make it. And before you know it, the 15 to 50 different species of deadly bacteria living in this animal's mouth pass through the bloodstream, destroy tissue, and literally disease that animal to death. These animals then use their sensitive tongues, extraordinarily sensitive when it comes to taste, fork-tongue their way through their habitat for miles, and then track down the animal they might have bit 1 or 2 days ago, the animal that dies from the dirty bite of a Komodo dragon. So, anyways, I was wondering, what am I gonna do for a job? And then I figured it out. There aren't a lot of Komodo dragon shepherds out there. Someone's gotta lead them to water, and that's my job. I'm a shepherd for Komodo dragons. Come on, keep moving. Yeah, don't you just keep going. Look at the way he moves. He throws each leg ahead in front of the other. His hips swing back and forth, and his tail drags like some brontosaurus. Wow. See that, his tongue? It's flickering in and out, picking up microscopic particles. He's tasting his way through his world. And you know, he moves so sluggishly, swinging back and forth. It's easy to fool yourself to think that this animal is slow and dinosaur-like, but he is fast. Look at the size of this animal's feet. He's wearing about a size 10 shoe. His claws, his talons, are 2 inches in length. And he uses those claws to shred and tear. Shred and tear his prey. After he's bitten, nailed the pig or the macaque, he pins it down with those claws and reaches into the carcass and rips with those powerful jaws, injecting deadly saliva. This guy's just moved up from the beach. Now it appears that he's heading into more shaded country. And I do believe it's a he. Come here for a sec. I want to show you something in this guy. Look at his color. He has sort of a rusty tone to all those scales. And males are more brown to rust in color, while females are a little darker, more olivey. Look, 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 look. This guy's booking it. He's coming up from the beach. Look at this guy right here. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Big dragon right here. Definitely on the trail of something. There's another one moving right over there, and he's picked up 2. They've got some sort of scent trail. Oh my gosh, he's on the trail of something. His tongue is going. Look at him, he's booking by. He smells something. Something very big happening over here. A lot of chaos. This is a perfect example of how powerful these creatures are. We can simplify them as reptiles, but in the end, they're carnivores, they're predators. And they illustrate that in what they're doing right now, showing us how they group feed. These guys have got a goat. It appears to be a goat, and it's shredded. Now, there's a hierarchy here. The strongest individual Komodo dragon has first access to the kill, and it basically trickles on down to the smallest one. And they are just pulling it apart. An animal that might have weighed 100 pounds plus will be devoured within minutes. This is the ultimate tug-of-war, the ultimate test of who's the most powerful Komodo dragon, and I just have to get a shot of this. And these are pictures that I am never going to forget. Of wondrous creatures, from gliding lizards to the world's largest bat to the world's largest lizard. It looks like they're kind of sliding that carcass this way, so
I'm out of here. See you next time on the Jeff Corwin Experience.